Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Yeah, change your future, starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs, and I'm also the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something about substance abuse, and mind you, I want to be crystal clear because I'd like to leave an everlasting effect on you. Imagine you've been buried alive. Just imagine. Let's say you're in a coffin, but you also know you're not dead. You don't know how to open a coffin and push the enormous weight of the dirt upon the lid. You think about giving up and just waiting for death to arrive. But you also think about banging on the coffin so that maybe you can unsettle the dirt upon the coffin, so that maybe, just maybe, someone might notice and start digging their way down to help you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help. You know you can't do it completely on your own, but you just don't know how to find that help. In reality, there are people who can help you standing nearby the grave, but you just don't know that. You think you're just going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually using drugs and alcohol. In order to feed the addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind before you started using drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you can overdose? With this, I want to leave you one other thought. Don't be that person laying in the coffin, banging on the lid, hoping that somebody might hear you and start digging their way down to you. Take the first step and call me at 844-405-HELP and let me help you take your life back, folks, before your life is gone. Get a hold of Larry Geist from the Geist Academy. 516-458-2741. 516-458-2741. Larry Geist is an addiction recovery coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand. Larry and I and many, many thousands of other life/addiction coaches don't care where you're coming from. What we do care is about today and tomorrow. We want to work on making today as productive and as healthy and as sober for you, and plan on a better tomorrow for you. Yesterday is gone. You cannot change yesterday. You can learn from yesterday, but you can't change it. So get a hold of Larry Geist at the Geist Academy. You can Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org, or you can call him at 516-458-2741. When you speak to Larry, you let him know that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. GlobalEyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money, folks. I am focused to make you focus on these videos, and what better way than a brand new pair of glasses from GlobalEyeglasses.com. They have over 1,200 different frames. They have lenses like plastic. They have lenses like high index, polycarbonate. They offer bifocals such as progressives, otherwise known as no-line bifocals, line bifocals. They offer transitions and photochromatics. Those are the lenses that when you go outside they change, and when you come in they change. They offer polarization lenses, great for fishing and great for skiing, any outdoor activities. This is all available with over 1,200 different frames to choose from, all at www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money, and as everyone that watches me religiously knows, I have over 30 years experience in the optometry business. I've helped about 220 people from my audience already, personally, placing the order for Global Eyeglasses. And what better way than to get a hold of me for your addiction, for maybe your low self-esteem or depression, to say, Ralph, can you also help me see your videos better with a new pair of glasses? I am capable and willing and able to do that. But you need to get a hold of me, 631-599-0218, 844-405-HELP. Let me help you pick out your new glasses. You go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. Yesterday, I did a topic on how pets can help you fight your addiction, how pets can help live in your recovery. Well, today, so you don't even have to get to having to worry about a pet helping you, is I'm going to talk about 5 tips to stop drinking. Some of the drinks are hot toddies, Bailey Irish coffee, and eggnog. All cocktails that are holiday fan favorites. The holidays always seem like the perfect opportunity to indulge, and drinking alcohol in celebration seems to go hand in hand. While enjoying your favorite cocktail is never a bad thing as long as it's done in a reasonable, responsible, sociable way, throwing back one too many may not be a good thing for your waistline or for your overall health. If you're tired of negative effects of alcohol and want to stop drinking today, I have 5 tips for you. Did you know that there are 7 calories per gram of alcohol in your alcoholic beverage? That's more calories per gram than is supplied by carbohydrates and protein, and only 2 calories less than a gram of fat. Not only is the calorie count of some cocktails enough to make you want to put down the bottle, but your drinking becomes too frequent. You could be posing all kinds of health and social problems for yourself. Listen to these 5 tips, and if you're ready to make the changes, if you're ready to do those changes today, first you have to do is admit you have a problem. If you drink too much alcohol, if you drink more than 2 to 3 alcoholic beverages as a man every day and 1 to 2 as a lady, you are possibly an alcoholic. Number 1 is to establish your goals. What are your personal reasons for wanting to drink less? Why do you want to quit drinking? Are you beginning to notice the ugly effects of binge drinking and want to improve your health, appearance, and image? Write down your thoughts and let this be the guide for setting some new goals in your new life. Whether it is to stay away from drinking events, participate in controlled drinking environments, or stop drinking altogether, make sure that you know why you are doing this. And make sure the reason is for you. It has to be for you, not for anyone else. Not because your wife or your husband or your children or your grandparents are asking you. You need to do it for you to be successful. Part of that, you doing it for you, is to admit you have a problem. Number 2 is to get support, folks. Drinking is often a social event, especially during the holidays. So make sure that you let your friends and family know that you have some new rules concerning your drinking habits. This will save you from having to face temptations at parties, get-togethers, and other events with family and friends, and having to sit there and explain over and over and over why you don't want to drink. If you think you'll have an especially hard time with controlled drinking or stopping altogether, make sure to have one close buddy, a good friend, who understands and fully supports you with you at your function. Number 3 is take a break. In the quest to reduce your alcohol intake, try setting aside 1 day a week where you won't be drinking alcohol. Gradually work your way down to hitting the 0. Once this single day becomes easy, make it 2 days, then 3, and then a week. Breaking up your larger goal into smaller goals is not less of a commitment. It is just a reasonable commitment. Instead of it may actually help you stick to your goal much longer. This is why people are always told that are fighting addiction to do 24 hours at a time. And I always say, if you can't, if 24 hours seems like a unreachable goal, break it into 3 8-hour segments. Number 4, ward off temptation. When do you tend to drink? Is it at parties or is it when you're alone? I used to do it when I was alone. Make sure you understand what your temptations are and then devise simple plans to avoid them. Try substituting yummy non-alcoholic drinks and do the same at home. I choose to call them mocktails. Otherwise, replace your drinking habits with other constructive hobbies such as exercising, reading, painting, or whatever it is that you enjoy, walking and enjoying Mother Nature. And number 5 is probably the most important one, not only when it comes to your drinking, but in life itself, is don't ever, ever give up. Nowhere is there an article that I ever read, or nowhere have I ever said it on any one of my videos, that it would be easy to stop drinking or easy to stop doing drugs. But keep your goals in mind, along with the reasons you even set these goals in the first place. If you have too many drinks one night, don't let it spoil the goal that you're reaching for. Just get right back on track the next day. And I'm not condoning for you to have relapses over and over again. I'm saying if it should happen, you need to dust your knees and move forward. When you fail yourself, just remember the quote by Robert F. Kennedy. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. You will succeed if you truly want to get your drinking habits under control or stop drinking altogether. My question to you folks is, do you drink too much? The 1 or 2 glasses of wine you drink at the occasional meal when you dine out is really no big deal, because hopefully you're controlling it. It's a sociable drink. But what about a standard 2 glasses of wine that you have with every dinner, and then maybe a couple more when you come home from dinner or after dinner? Could this love of Chardonnay mean that you drink too much? Many people wonder the same thing. Whether or not their drinking habits are over the top or not, it needs to be addressed. Answer certain questions honestly if you're drinking too much. Questions like, do you drink more than, as a lady, more than 1 or 2 drinks a day, or as a man 2 to 3 drinks a day? Do you drink when you feel stressed, overwhelmed? Do you drink alone? These are just some of many questions that if you answered yes to them, you are possibly with a head-on collision with alcoholism. Folks, 5 tips to stop drinking. Establish your goals. What are your goals? Why do you want to stop drinking? Do you want to save your marriage? Do you want to keep your job? Do you want to stay alive? These are some questions. Get the support you need. Drinking is often at social events, eventually, especially during the holidays. So make sure that you let your friends and family know about your new structured goals when it comes to drinking. And by all means, always have a support partner in case you run into a problem. Take a break. In the quest to reduce your alcohol intake, try setting aside 1 day a week of not drinking, and then gradually build yourself up to 2 days, 3 days, and then eventually a week, and you will see how time will go by that you are controlling your intake. Number 4 is ward off temptation. When do you tend to drink the most? Is it at parties, or is it when you're alone like I used to? Make sure you understand what your temptations are and then devise simple plans to avoid them. Try substituting yummy non-alcoholic drinks and do the same at home. Otherwise, replace your drinking habits with one other constructive hobby or more, such as exercising, reading, painting, or whatever else you might enjoy. And last but not least, and the most important, is don't ever, ever give up, whether it's an alcohol addiction, drug addiction, or life itself. Nowhere in this video did I say it ever was going to be easy. Keep your goals in mind, along with the reasons you even set these goals in the first place. If you have too many drinks one night, don't let it spoil the goal you've reached. Not condoning this, but if should you have a relapse, dust your knees and start all over again. But try not to use that analogy as a crutch. Robert F. Kennedy said, "Only those who dare to fail greatly ever achieve greatly." You will succeed if you truly want to get your drinking habits under control and stop drinking. And I have told this so many times, whether it was during television interviews or just radio interviews, that I have used something that God gave me right here to live, battle, and survive alcoholism. It truly comes down to, how bad do you want to live? How bad do you want to keep your relationships? How bad do you want to move forward drug and alcohol free? There is no AA, no rehab center to get you to stop. doing what you're doing more than you can do on your own, because it comes down to having a desire and a strong mind to do it. Utilize the gifts of God. God gave you a heart and a brain to become almost like antidotes, antibiotics to things like alcoholism and drug addiction. I am not saying that everybody can do what I'm doing, but I am saying it worked for me, and it possibly can work for you. Now, if you're at a situation in a crossroad where it's become really bad, you might need to go to either an in or outpatient treatment. And when you come out, then you can continuously use what God gave you, your brain and your heart. You have to remember that a sober today, I promise you, no matter where you are, will always give you a better tomorrow, automatically. And if you start teaching your children when they're young about how bad alcohol and drugs can be for them, hopefully you'll break the link in that chain in your family, because you might have seen your parents, your father, drinking every day when he came home from work, and that's why you are doing it. Remember, alcoholism and drug addictions are diseases. They're not something that you just choose. Excuse me one second.
Celebrities, top CEOs,
Excuse me one second.
business owners.
Video went out by itself, but what I was saying is that you could break that link in the chain. Alcoholism, drug addiction, they are diseases. I don't think there's one person that purposely chooses to ruin their life. I think there are demons within ourselves that force us to take alcohol and drugs to escape everything. But if you reach to God for guidance and direction, God will be there for you 150%. But you need to do the legwork. You need to tackle your alcoholism, your drug addiction, step by step, one day at a time, 24 hours at a time, maybe even every 8 hours. Set your goals as small as you want, and remember that all changes only happen with small steps. I've always said this, that you cannot get from one side of the road to the other with one gigantic leap, because you will crash and burn on the other side. You will fall and hurt yourself. Walk across the street, walk across your life, tackle addiction one step at a time, baby steps, and you'll know and you'll see that at the end of the day you'll get to where you have to go. But you have to start believing that you can do it. You have to also start believing and admitting you have a problem. When all these things come together, you'll start seeing that you are taking your life back. Start thinking positive, that you can do this, and positive things will happen. Be grateful that you are still alive. Be grateful God keeps you around, and be grateful that you possibly, hopefully, still have your family. Remember, a sober today promises a better tomorrow. Get a hold of people like Larry Guy said, 516-458-2741. Let him help you with your addiction. Let him help you with your depression. Let him help you with your low self-esteem. You can text me if you don't want to call me, 631-599-0218, and I will help take your life back, but it all has to start with you. I hope these 5 tips on how to quit drinking or stop drinking have helped you. I hope yesterday's segment about how pets help you during your recovery have helped you. I believe starting tomorrow we have reached 700 videos, which you can find on YouTube. All you have to do is go into the search bar on YouTube and either type in my name, Ralf Friedrichs, or Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Either one, and you'll find my YouTube videos. You can find me on the internet at www.takeyourlifebacktodayshow.com, www.clearviews.info, www.clearreform.com. You can Twitter me at Friedrichs Ralf at Twitter. You can Google with Ralf Friedrichs. You can dig Pinterest and many other social formats with just my name, Ralf Friedrichs. Let's together join on fighting this epidemic of drug addiction and alcoholism. Join my army. Fight with me, and you'll see you'll make a better tomorrow, not just for yourself, but for your children. I hope to God, no matter where you are, folks, that you have the best day of your life. But I hope and I pray each and every time I do this show that no matter where you are watching me, that you have the best, sober rest of your life. And may God bless you.
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs.